My name is John Harris. I am the Vice President of Fuel and Tank Quality Division here at Tanknology. I have been with the company since 2012 when I started out as the sales manager for our Southeast region. In 2017, I moved into the VP of the Southeast region role, where I was over the technicians in the Southeast and had an office staff of 3. In 2019, Alan Porter and Brian Dirge came to me with an idea of starting a new division that would encompass our tank cleaning, tank cam services. And so I transitioned out of the VP role in the Southeast in 2019, and January 2020, we rolled out our new division, and we called it the Fuel and Tank Quality Division. Tanknology visits 50,000 plus sites a year, performing annual testing, monthly inspections, AST inspections, cathodic protection, have a division for that. We also do operator training and fuel sampling. We've been cleaning tanks since 1996, but here in 2020, it's now its own divisions, its own equipment, its own budget, and so looking forward to it. We've had some challenges in 2020 as everybody else has, but everything is rolling right along. The schedule of services includes our diesel check, which is our visual fuel sampling, Fuel Pure, which is our fuel filtration, polishing, Tank Cam, which is a wonderful tool. We can do internal inspections without manned entry, whether we're looking to locate a leak, locate a bung, or just check the integrity of a tank that may be aging. Tank Clean is probably the most thorough tank cleaning process out there, and we utilize Tank Cam as our eyes to clean and focus on those areas that may need it a little bit more. And then chemically, we can treat tanks chemically for microbial growth or whatever issues may be a concern. Issues that face the market today are air and moisture that can get into a system. Fuel systems breathe constantly, and if they're not tight, they're allowing moisture and dirt and debris to get in these tanks, and these can become issues if they're not taken care of properly. Other concerns are fuel cross-contamination, perhaps not cleaning a transport truck out completely and dropping remnants of fuel delivered from the load previously into a tank of a different product. Other issues include aging equipment and tanks. Some of the tanks that we see are nearing the end of their warranty or already past that. Tolerances are changing with new engines being manufactured, and these trucks and equipment, the tolerances are getting smaller and smaller, and so fuel quality is very important. When we're at a trade show or we receive an email or a phone call and a customer or a potential client wants to get their tank cleaned, our first question to them should be, what are the issues that are causing problems with your tank? It could be it's just out of spec from maybe a fuel sample, a lab that they received back from a lab. It could be there's water that their ATG probe is pointing out. It could be slow flow or filter clogging. And so when we get these calls and we want to find out what is the best process, we can go out and make sure that we do the job that they need us to do. The issues that we're seeing with water, water is probably the most threatening product to get into a tank because it can cause all kinds of concerns and detriment to the tank. It can expedite corrosion. It can form microbial colonies, which can form acidic features that can eat away at tanks and cause pitting, and it would expedite the longevity of the tank. And so we want to make sure that when we're treating a tank, for whatever reason it may be, we want to get a picture of the whole thing. Diesel check, as I mentioned, is our visual fuel sampling. We send certified technicians out to the site. We pull samples from various locations, and so we'll pull fuel from the tank bottom and middle of the fuel. It can tell several different stories. We can see entrained water, freestanding water, microbial growth on the bottom, dirt and debris, and then if we pull a sample from the middle of the tank, the middle of the fuel, we can see in trained water, so that presents another issue that we need to remedy. Fuel Pure is our fuel filtration, polishing vehicles that we have in our fleet. We take high volume intake and outtake. We run the fuel through multiple filter canisters on the truck, removing water, heavy debris, and we can start with a larger micron, working ourselves down to smaller microns to get the finest of particles removed from the fuel. The dirt and debris and water is staged in drums or totes, and that is hauled away from the site while the good fuel is returned to the tank and put back into service. Tank clean is probably the most thorough tank cleaning process out there. We utilize our tank cam, as I mentioned earlier, and we can use that as our eyes to focus on those areas of the tank that are worse than others. We use high pressure water to clean those tanks, fiberglass or steel, and we can clean those, and then at the end of the service the tank is nice and dry. We can present the video to the customer themselves. They can see what their tank looks like from an integrity standpoint, because that's important as well, just to determine how long this particular tank may be able to remain in service. And they're able to drop clean fuel on top of the clean tank. I am John Harris with Tanknology. I am the Vice President of the Fuel and Tank Quality Division.